This is Roger Struckoff with Syscon TV at day 2 of CloudEXPO East in New York in the year 2016. Joined right now by Jeff Mesnik with ContentMX. Thank you for joining us. And you know, a lot of stuff gets done at this show, and then the lights go off, people go home. Needs to have a life after that. I think that's something that that you guys do a little bit of, right?
Yeah, we've discovered that after the show, about 80% of the leads that people get, 80% of the conversations end up on the show floor, meaning people forget about it. People forget who they talk to. People forget that there's actually business opportunities being had here. So we try to help out and keep the conversations going after the show ends.
You know, and it's interesting, several thousand people here. When you're on the show floor, it's really crowded, but the reality is that once you leave here, you can have sort of a megaphone or magnifying glass and get it out there to a lot bigger audience. How do you do? Is that correct, number one? And number two, if it is, how do you do that?
Well, the idea is to take the great topics that are happening here from the sessions that people are going to and the sessions that you're attending, and then thinking about what content should you be broadcasting out on your own. Mm-hmm. So we actually have 4 tips that we tell people. We say, first, come to the show and be a reporter. Try to understand what people are talking about and report upon that to your larger audience. Mm-hmm. Then think about how you would present that information yourself. Mm-hmm. And then after that, be an educator. You want to educate your audience on the benefits of your services and your solution based on the topics that you're covering. And then the last part is to be a publisher. You also want to be a publisher. You want to get that content out there to as many different mediums as possible, right, and sustain that engagement long term.
You know, and there's different levels, I think. You know, we have developers here and enterprise IT executives here, and we have business people here, and we have, you know, from across the spectrum. So how do you work to sort of tailor this to reach the right audience? Because, you know, as you know, some of the sessions are very technical, others less so. How do you deal with all that?
So we actually target talking to the service providers who are here, some of your sponsors, as well as some of the resellers and technology companies that are here just looking around. And we tailor the conversation to the markets that each one serves. So the idea is we'll actually write original content for each one of your partners or your sponsors here or people, IT people, and then help them target their audience based on what they think their audiences want to hear.
So how hot do you think the technology business is right now?
I think it's exciting. I mean, we're getting a lot of companies who are asking for content about IoT security. They're looking at, you know, the kind of the security fabric and trying to understand what it means to have IoT devices out there and what they can do. And a lot of the CISOs and IT managers who are here at the show are really thinking about it. They're really trying to understand, okay, what does the cloud and IoT do together? What are they, and they really need more content. They really need a better understanding of how to make this all work in a seamless way.
Okay. So how do people find you? What's your URL, or, you know, or Twitter handles and LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff? How do they find you?
Well, they can find us here at the trade show at the Exhibitors Lounge over there. They can go to ContentMX.com. They can find us there, or my Twitter handle happens to be The Opus. THE Opus.
You create an opus every day or an opus every week?
That's right, exactly.
Opus number 59 in B-flat major.
Great.
I was a music guy a long time ago. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for watching for Syscon TV. This is Roger Struckoff.